Hello, welcome to my video about nested if functions. Functions in Excel are a way for users to conveniently use short programs to quickly get tasks done. There are many different types of functions we can use in Excel, but in this video we will be talking about one specific function, and that is nested if functions. To first understand nested if functions in Excel, we must first understand what a regular if function is. If functions in Excel are a way for users to easily check if a cell meets their condition or not. It can be used to quickly ensure what you're looking for while minimizing errors. After you type that you want to use an if function in Excel, the first part of the formula before the comma is the condition that the cell must follow. Then the true and false outputs are typed in respectively, separated by a comma. If the cell matches the user's set condition, Excel displays the true statement. Otherwise, if the cell does not match the set condition, Excel displays a false statement. A real-life example of this would be like telling someone to go when a traffic light shows a walking symbol. Otherwise, a person must stop. The condition in this scenario would be when the light shows a walking symbol. If the light is a walking symbol, the person must go. However, if the light says stop, the person cannot go. Now that we understand if functions, we can move on to nested if functions. Well, what does a nested if function mean? You might visualize an if function being inside of a nest, but a nested if function is a function that is stored inside of another function. Unlike regular if functions, nested if functions give the user more than two possible outputs. For instance, if a user wanted to know the letter grade of a student by inputting the number grade, the user would need more than two outputs, since there are more than two letter grades. To set this up, we need to place an if function inside the parentheses of another if function, and it works sort of like a Russian nesting doll. A smaller if function is placed inside of another if function, and that if function is placed inside of a bigger if function, and that if function is placed inside of a bigger if function, and so on. As you can see in this cell with the formula to determine the letter grade, each if function is listed inside of another if function. In this case, we will say for example that this cell is 78. Nested if functions work from right to left, meaning that the if function closest to the right will be executed first. Since in this case, the cell is definitely greater than or equal to 60, D currently takes the place of that whole specific formula. Now we move on to the next condition, which asks if the cell reference is greater than or equal to 70. Once again, the cell 78 is greater than 70, so C takes the place of that whole specific formula. The next formula, closest to the right, asks if the cell is greater than or equal to 80. 78 is not greater than 80, therefore the condition is false. The false statement in this case would be C, so that is what will be displayed on screen. The rest of the formula following this is then discarded. And that's all I have to say about nested if functions. Hope this video helps.